What's going on, you guys? I'm Blind Justice here, bringing you another episode of Blind Justice. This episode, I'll be talking about the Zimmerman Trial. I'll be talking about my opinion over the case and what I think about the events that happened or still are happening after the trial has happened. Pretty much my idea of the trial is I don't care either way, whether he was found guilty or not. I did not care about the whole entire incident in the first place. I cared maybe the first day after we learned that the kid got shot, but after that I just didn't care. It was something new. It wasn't new. It was really nothing new at all. Stuff like that happens every day, and I already know right now, as I'm making this video, and while I'm talking about how I don't care and stuff like that, that I'm either going to get hated for this, I'm going to get comments saying I'm retarded, I don't know my information and stuff like that, or there's going to be people agreeing with me. There's going to be a mix of that, but I have a feeling it's more towards the people will disagree with me and leave comments and stuff telling me that I'm wrong, and I don't really care. For one, that's the reason why I do Blind Justice. I give my opinion. If you don't like them, okay. If you do like them, leave me a comment giving me your opinions and stuff like that. But either way, I don't care about the case. I didn't care whether he was found guilty or not, because just the way the case was laid out, all the different portrayals of both Trayvon Martin and Zimmerman, stuff like that. Like, everybody thought it was like a racial crime or whatever, black versus white, which isn't really all the fact, because Zimmerman is half white, half Hispanic, so you can't really base it all off the fact that he is part white or partially white, stuff like that. I mean, deal like that. And another way how they portrayed like Trayvon Martin as a kid, even though this is going to sound really weird, but when he was alive, or he'd be the same age I'd be now. I just turned 18. He would have been 18 by then, I think. Either way, I was 17 and when it happened. And, I mean, they portrayed him as like he was like 14 or 13, but while the kid was 17 when it all happened, I mean, he was pretty much a grown adult. I mean, it's just like that. I don't get why they had to go and portray him as two different people and stuff like that. I mean, I've heard things from both sides, people who were for Zimmerman or who were for him being found guilty, and people who were against it. And I mean, I don't care. I've told everybody who's asked me my opinion on it. I just get tired of listening to it every day until that's happened. I mean, I don't care. Like I said before, it happens every day. Why this got so big, I don't know. I mean, I just don't really understand it. I don't really care how it got big. It's just one of those deals. We see this every day. Why are you people overreacting over one different thing? But anyway, after they found him not guilty, I was like, yes, maybe people. I knew there would be upsets everywhere, but I mean, I didn't think it would be to the point where I read that the police were using tear gas and stuff like that in the streets for rioters and things like that. And plus, I mean, there's no really point in it. I can understand the family being upset over him being found not guilty, because it was their child that was like taken away or whatever. But I mean, the people who riot in the streets over things like this, they are way too into the case and things like that. They know way too much information, and they are all like one-sided and things like that. I mean, I think that's why I'm different from, or I'm like one of the few people who are different from everybody else over this. I mean, it was sad that he died, but you can look at it both ways, seeing where Zimmerman did use self-defense because Trayvon, if I remember right, was beating on him. And let's be honest, if you had your conceal and carry and you were getting attacked, would you not use your pistol? I mean, things like that. It's just how I'm not on either side of it. I think this was completely retarded for making this a national thing. But anyway, what I found most interesting and probably the most retarded thing ever, after the case was over, I saw at least 6 people on my Facebook and Twitter asking me who, or not asking me personally, asking like their people who they're friends with or their followers on Twitter, things like that, who Trayvon Martin was and what the Zimmerman case was about. I mean, and I know they all have smartphones and things like that. I know for a fact on Android, you could, or at least on my phone when I had it, you could scroll over and there'd be a newsfeed widget. And that was on there a lot of days over the Zimmerman trial and things like that. How do you not know about it when it's on the news, or it was on the news forever and a day? Things like that. Or you could even just go, and before you even thought about asking your followers or your friends on Facebook or Twitter what the case was and things like that, go to Google, go to Yahoo. I mean, for the love of God, go to MSN if you even wanted to, and look it up before you look like a retard in front of the whole entire internet asking what the case was about. Because one of the girls I follow, or not follow, friends with, I graduated with high school with, she asked it, and I looked through the comments just to see what people said. And somebody called her a dumb bitch. I mean, really, though. I'm not saying it was wrong for them to call her a dumb bitch on Facebook and things like that, but I mean, they do have a point. Why don't you look up the research yourself instead of asking everybody? I mean, it takes like 3 minutes. You could probably just type in Trey and put Vaughn, and it would come up as a related search on Google. Trayvon Martin. I mean, it's not that hard to figure stuff out. I think people are just too lazy anymore for things like that to actually get the information that they need. But yeah, that's pretty much been my opinion over the whole entire case and things like that. If you agree with me, comment and say something about it. Like the video. If you're new to the series, subscribe to keep up with like all the other opinions and stuff I'll have. Things like that. I mean, even if you don't agree with me, go ahead and comment and just don't be too retarded over it all. Like, do not personally like say you are a fucking idiot and shit like that. I mean, come on, if you're well, if not, if you have enough sense to put something like that and not act like a completely utter douchebag, go ahead and do it. But if you want to be a douchebag over it, go ahead. I mean, like I said, I don't care. I just gave out my opinion. But yeah, video pretty much is coming to an end. I pretty much gave my opinion, things like that. So, yeah, subscribe, like, comment the video, share it. This has been I Am Blind Justice, and I'm out.